Hey everyone. So let's talk about a couple ways that your data is going to make it into HubSpot. The first way I want to talk about is to connect your email. So, why would you want to do this? The reason you're going to want to connect your email to HubSpot is because that way you can log contacts, companies, communications, and a whole lot of other information without moving from your main screen. So, the first thing I'm going to do is go to the gear icon here to access my settings. And typically it'll come up with general first. Now keep in mind if you're navigating from another page, it might default to the settings for that page. So always make sure you go to general first. Then I'm going to go to my email. Keep in mind that these settings only affect your user. What I'm going to do here is connect my personal email. And what this is my personal work email. So in my case, this will be the one that I use at my job. I'm going to turn on inbox automation as well, which is going to enable a few other features. And this is where I'm going to start to connect my inbox. So I can do nalvarez@clearpivot.com. And the rest of these steps are going to matter depending on which email provider you use. So it's detected I use Gmail, and I'll show you some of the other providers available. Now, in order to do this, it's going to open a few windows and walk you through how to set it up with your email provider. But at the end, your email will be connected, and then you can use the HubSpot extension natively from your email. Great. So let's talk about another way we can add other objects to your HubSpot portal. So this is where we're going to go to the CRM view, and let's take a look at contacts. So say you have a big list of contacts you want to import. Well, that way we're going to go to import here and we can import a file. So we'll say import data. Now it can accept files like Excel files, it can accept CSVs, and there's more complete lists of what you can access online. So let's say start import. So let's do contacts, and I'm going to choose a file here. So I have this one. So I'm going to let it create an update contact, which means if it finds a contact that matches something in this list, it's going to update the information with what we have in that list. And I'll hit next. So this is very important. This is where you'll see some field mapping. Now, what does that mean? This is how HubSpot takes these particular columns from that sheet and decides which field to map it into in HubSpot. So we have first name, last name, email address, which is all automatically populated, phone number as well, favorite food. So in our current HubSpot setup, we don't have a field for favorite food. So in this case, I'm going to choose don't import data in unmapped column. What you could do otherwise is select the field here. Another thing I want to point out is when you see this key, that means that's the unique identifier. So what that means to say is that HubSpot's going to use these email addresses to tell if a contact might be a duplicate. So let's hit next. I like to create a list from this import. I do have to confirm that these people are expecting to hear from me. And in this case, I'm not going to enrich these records. So we finish the import there. And drum roll, please. Voila. Fantastic. So it's going to tell you how many records were updated, how many associations were created between, for instance, contacts and companies, and how the import went. Awesome. And you're also going to receive an email notification when this is done. So you can do the same thing for companies, deals, and any other object in HubSpot using one of the files that they've approved. Hope that helps.